Hello dear students, very good morning. We are learning the chapter body movements. In the previous class we have learnt about movements in a human body, right? And in today's class we are going to study about X-ray image and movements in other animals. So students, we can have an idea about the shape and the size of some of our bones by feeling them with our hands. So this is a X-ray photograph of different body parts. X-ray image of the body shows different body parts and the exact shape, size and number of bones in the human body. It will give the exact size, shape and number of bones in the human body. Students, here there is a small info bit that is about yoga. So yoga, it is the origin of yoga is India. Yoga is a better way to live in our busy lifestyle. So yoga plays an important role in keeping ourselves healthy and fit. So International Yoga Day we celebrate on 21st June. So as declared by the United Nations. So there are many postures in yoga that helps in improving the health of our bones, muscles, internal organs, and even it will give the peace to the mind. So beside this physical health, yoga also help in improving the mental well-being. So you can daily practice this yoga so you can improve your mental and the physical health. Students, now we'll learn about the body movements of different animals like snail, earthworm, fishes, cockroaches, birds. So first we'll learn about snail. So snail you might have seen during the rainy season, right? So the snail, it is an invertebrate. Invertebrate means so these snails do not have a backbone or a vertebral column like us. So as it has an outer shell, right? It has an outer shell for the protection. So it is called as, it has a exoskeleton. Okay, it is giving the protection to that animal. So this shell is nothing but it is an exoskeleton. And it has a slimy body. You can see this is very slimy, right? It has a mucus because it doesn't have a bones and it moves with the help of a muscular organ known as the foot. This portion is, we can call it as a foot. So the muscles in the foot, it will contract and relax. Contract ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಮತ್ತೆ relax. Contract means coming to the small position. Relax means normal position. So the muscles in the foot contract and relax, which make a wave like movement. ಇಷ್ಟು ತರ ವೇವ್ ತರ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಮೂಮೆಂಟ್ ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ. And it secretes slimy substances known as mucus. So snail will produce a slimy substance known as mucus. This enables the snail to move with easy. So ಈ ತರ slimy ಆಗಿ mucus ಆಗಿರೋದ್ರಿಂದ so it can move very easily and it is able to move with the ease even on a sharp edges. ತುಂಬಾ ಶಾರ್ಪ್ ಎಡ್ಜಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲೂ ಕೂಡ ಇದು ತುಂಬಾ ಸ್ಲೈಮಿ ಆಗಿರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ನಡೆಯುತ್ತೆ and without an injury because of that mucus. Okay, so this is about the snail. So even in the very sharp edges without injury it can move just because of the mucus present on it. Next, coming to the other organism, that is fish. How the body movements happen in this fish? So you know that fish is an aquatic animal, right? It means it is living in the water and it's need to have a certain adaptations to move through the water efficiently. These adaptations either allow them to push against the water forcefully or limit the resistance of the water they are moving through. Okay, so idu water ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇರಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ so it has to adopt some changes, right? And the body of a fish is broader in the middle. You can see here it is sharper at the ends and it is broader at the middle and narrow at the ends, both the ends. So this is called as streamlined shape. Streamlined shape ಅಂದ್ರೆ boat shape ಅಲ್ಲಿ. So even boats also have a same shape ಅಲ್ವಾ? So ಈ ತರ front ಮತ್ತೆ back side ಅಲ್ಲಿ so it has a sharp ends and at the middle it has a broad it is broader and a streamline A streamlined shape offers least resistance to the fish. It can cut through water more efficiently. ಈ ತರ streamlined body ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ so it can cut through the water more efficiently. So fishes have a special structure called as fins. So here you can see fin, tail fin, so pectoral fin, pelvic fin and dorsal fin. Okay, so ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಕಿವಿರು ಅಂತ ಕರೀತಾರೆ ಇದನ್ನ, ಕಿವಿರು. So fishes have a special structures called as fins that helps them to move through the water. The function of this fins is to maintain the balance of the body during swimming. Since they are swimming in the water, so they have to maintain their body and they have to balance it. So the paired fins consist of a pectoral and a pelvic fins. Okay, so ಇಲ್ಲಿರುವಂತ pectoral fins ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲ, so these are of pair, and pelvic fins are also a pair. Okay, so these are all pectoral and these two are pelvic fins. So the paired fins consist of a pectoral and pelvic fins. The pectoral fins are used to change direction. Okay, they are used to change the direction and to slow down or stop the movement. So movement na stop ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕಾಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, slow ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕಾಗಿರ್ಬೋದು. So this pectoral fins will be helping. Next, pelvic fins. So pelvic fins are used for balance, for preventing diving and rolling movement. So diving ಮತ್ತೆ ಈ ತರ roll ಆಗುತ್ತಲ್ವಾ, so that is helped by these pelvic fins. So these are used for balance, for preventing diving and rolling movement. And the unpaired, so here you can see one dorsal fin. So unpaired fins consist of one dorsal fin and a one tail fin. Totally we have 6 fins. That is 2 pectoral, 2 pelvic, 1 dorsal fin and another one is tail fin. So here you can see how the fish will move. Okay, it is a movement in a fish. So next come to the earthworm. So you all are very familiar with this, right? So earthworm is called as a friend of farmer, right? So earthworms are invertebrates. So these earthworms also do not contain vertebral column or a backbone. So their body shape is maintained by the fluids present inside their body. Fluids means liquids which is present inside their body. So their body is made up of several parts called as segments. Here you can see how many segments, like, right, how many cuts you can see. So these are all segment. Okay, so these are all different parts called a segment. They move by the action of two group of muscles and bristle like structures called as setae. Okay, so ಇದನ್ನೇನಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ, setae ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. One group of circular muscles here you can see one group of circular muscles. So here you can see, so here it contains this is circular muscles. So a group of circular muscles will surround the earthworm like a set of rings. So the other group of longitudinal muscles run along the length of the body. So idu circular one. Here you can see, so ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕಾಣ್ತಿದೆಯಲ್ವಾ, ಇದು longitudinal, ಈ ತರ ಕಾಣಿಸ್ತಿರೋದು circular. So here they also mentioned longitudinal muscles. So ಈ ತರ straight ಆಗಿರೋದು, and circular muscles means so the ring like structures, so which run along the length of the body. So this is called as bristle. So the setae acts as a anchors to grip the surface the earthworm moves on. So to move forward, the earthworm first grips the surface at the posterior. Okay, posterior means in the, so back side or a tail or the tail region. This is head region and this is the tail region. So to move forward, the earthworm first grips the surface of the posterior end. So then the circular muscles will contract. Here nodi contract antandre kadme agodu anta. So it will contract and the body becomes the larger. So body ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಈ ತರ portion ಕಡಿಮೆ ಆದಾಗ, so this body portion will become longer and narrower. So now the earthworm grips the surface at the anterior. So ಇಲ್ಲೇನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ, so next it will grip the, so anterior region means head region. So this is the head region, and here it grips the surface of the anterior end, and it will loosen the, so here you can see it will loosen the, so posterior ends. So the lengthwise the muscles will contract. So the body gets thicker, shorter, and it moves forward. And the action of these muscle groups cause a wave like motion that moves the earthworm through the soil. So earthworm's body secretes slimy substances which further helps in its movement. So students, these are all like, these are bristles, this is the head region, and this is the tail region. So it has a two types of muscles. One is circular muscles and the longitudinal muscles. So here if you take a portion of this, when, so first the movement starts at the, so posterior end, at the tail region. So at this time what happens, so this portion will become contract. So contract avuna kadame size will become shortened, and this portion will become the larger. So here, since the fluids are moved this side, so the all the fluids are here. So when this portion, the fluids will move to this portion, at that time this will become enlarged. Here you can see this will become enlarged, and this portion becomes, so this becomes enlarged, and this becomes the, so lengthier, right? So this is how the earthworms will move. And this is about the topic movements in some animals. I hope all of you have understood. Thank you.